let's keep the grind going here, right? We go back into another situation I haven't golded before. Throw in a bunch of these token scenarios, with the primary goal being to progress those token scenarios, but then we'll see if I can also make some other progress too. Not sorted correctly. There we go. Find out what the shrine is. My new platinum card. And that doesn't give me a lot left. I could throw in... So one of the big things is I need a lot of money for this run, I believe. I've been looking into a little bit how to beat the runs I haven't done yet, and one of the strategies is to get more money, because essentially you just need to keep bribing people constantly for more information during this run. That's how you get them to ultimately give you every single clue, because it's not enough to be right and just win the scenario. No, you've got to freaking you unfortunately have to deal with getting so many bribes in that you have every potential clue, even though you're already right. Pickpocket. That's always a way to make some money. Equipment. Oops. First of all, obvious one for money, exquisite blade. Wreath Desire is always a good weapon.
Don't you?
You do like that one, don't you? I'm just going to point out whenever you pick a card more than like 3 times, it's gonna be an especially exquisitely poignant message the 17th time I say it.
I'm sorry, it's just the repetitive dialogue. It's one thing in Darkest Dungeon where it's just repeated ass dialogue that's like tone, but this guy's just so like superior and full of himself that when he says the same shit over and over again, it's like, oh yeah, great observation, dude, you really nailed it. Because his tone is awful. Don't know what that does. Let's sort by new. Don't know what that one does, and that one does, or that one does. I kind of might know what Blinding Brew does. It probably blinds people, but I just need my damn items to have descriptions already. Damn it. Let's try to work on some of those. Other than that, let's look at some of these weapons aren't terrible. Archer's Bane I could grind for a token. Trying to remember if stuff gives me money out of these things. Extra gold. Yeah, plus 3 gold whenever you get a gold game card. Obviously useful. Holy Fortunes. Let's, you know, I really like that one card, the Gambler's Jewel. Yeah, sure. Let's go for that. Got the Soldier's Sword, which we're working on, but this one's going to be us fighting against thieves. Which means it's unlikely to be the actual enemy type I want, unfortunately. Food might be a little better. Healing Spirits isn't bad, but it's not as necessary for this scenario. Riposte, 25 thieves. I obviously should work on that. Might as well.
If you fail to take tokens with you, you will lose the opportunity to open new cards. Even so, too many tokens can weigh you down and make your challenges harder. I do not know what the usurper Callus has done with the game. He will have made changes, that is certain. How these changes will impact, I know not. I have tried to anticipate him here as I train you. I have built as many different scenarios as I can muster. You must be ready when we arrive.
Galfer says Borden has worked for him for a long time. Borden will spill more truth when drunk. I think they're consistent. Rowena said that they're in the 3rd Legion and that they'll tell the truth for money. The other Galden will spill the truth when he's drunk. The other guy will make wild accusations when he's drunk. So like, actually so far stuff is pretty consistent. I actually do technically have something to sell. Yes. Bloodletting Vial. Throw a bomb that deals 150 damage to corrupts in the area, and a corrupted killed, cause an explosion. They explode, causing a short stun. And it's a named one. Felvin's Favor. First kill. An enemy is randomly highlighted. If that enemy is killed first, gain 5 life. That's not terrible. Remove card. Optionally, remove a card from each wheel gambit. That's pretty fantastic. Yes. Can I have this all the time? So first kill is alright, but during the big crazy melees, it'd be really hard to have that much control, because you really just don't have that much control over who you're swinging at sometimes when they're in a crowd. But the remove card is incredibly useful for wheels. Like maybe even the wheel challenge. I don't remember if the wheel is currently silver or gold. I think I finished the wheel, didn't I? Oh well. Something to consider later. The Exquisite Blade's there, but buying it is not the point of it. But hey, 2 more of the new cards have been filled in now, so I don't have to try to get the game to tell me what they are. 4 food's not great. It's not completely crazy to buy more, but I'll take the risk for now.
And here is your reward, at least in potential.
Immediately. Immediately. Immediately.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Good job, me. Oh wow, and when you're haggling, you only get 1 try, too. Yeah, this is super not happening. I'm never gonna get it down that far. I don't have any bonuses. That really was my big chance to make this work, was when I had all those bonuses available to help me with this scenario. Nowadays, I don't... Wow, I'm still winning, though. Nowadays, I lack those bonuses. And I also lack the money. Wow. Those are exceptional rolls. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, wait. We do get to re-roll. It's just because I was succeeding every time. Nope. That's about what you'd expect. 55. Can't afford that. Goodbye. Goodbye, cheerful woodcutter. Alright, that's 1 token failed.
It is not too late to plan better.
Goblins, you've been ambushed.
They're trying to take your stuff, but also these guys are actually in on it. Oh my goodness. Right, I forgot the goblins were the big thing of this scenario. They tried to steal your money and your goods, and you have to beat it out of them while dealing with some thieves that are in on the whole thing.
How did you not get a message when it was to be anyway?
Not sure how I didn't react to that one in time. There we go. Ow. Ow. What? I pressed Y. I super pressed it. That was the most sure I've ever been. Why? God damn it. Why are they so hard to fight? Why are they so hard to fight when I'm using a faster weapon that would presumably make them easier to fight? I fight these guys all the time. God damn it. I know, I'm trying to get to the goblins. I'm literally saying go hit the goblins and the game's like, no, I'm gonna attack this random thief. Why are you doing that to me? Come here. Is the last goblin still here? He got away, didn't he? I don't understand what's wrong with me when I use knives in this game, where I become useless at combat. What? I hit Y! What the f— I'm getting mad. I'm actually getting mad. I don't understand how are the rules different? Are the rules different for knives? I don't understand. I've done so many fights. And I'll sit there and parry consistently, no problem. God damn it. Search the bodies for their valuables. Yes, the Exquisite Blade. The other one's pretty great too, but that's the thing that'll get me the money I need.
I prefer my weapons honest and unadorned.
Food. I don't know what was wrong with me, but the consequences should be relatively low, thankfully. Why is an underling wanting to kill you? They'll lie regardless of their personality. Let's see. Let's go with Borden. Borden's going to pick up some lamps in the shipwreck port that have been, let's say, repossessed from their owners. You note the meeting point on your map and retire for the night. Let's go exploring. Goblins again. Let's see if I can do better this time. I can figure out what was wrong with my brain. I'm telling you to attack the goblin. Come on. There we go. Thankfully there's fewer of them this time, so I can home in better. Do you have to manually pick your money back up? No. That was a thing, I think, in a... I think that was a thing in the last game, where you had to manually run around and pick up the money. Not gonna get any of those counterattacks done here. Because these guys don't use greens.
Goblins.
Wait, you said my coin purse fell's lighter? I killed them all. How do I not have all my money? Alright, Bloodletting Vial. Good against those dudes that aren't in this scenario. Great. Maybe I'll encounter them in a weird outside scenario, or maybe I'll just sell it off. Be worth something to me there. Food. Food.
Alchemy is not chemistry. The formulations are merely a receptacle for the powers involved. Every alchemist has at least a touch of the mage about them.
So we're back with the Alchemist. This is where that wheel actually might have been useful. Let's see. So let's try to get one of...
Yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
Could it be health, gold, and fame? Red correlates with health, yellow correlates with gold, and fame is really more of a purple, but blue's kind of close. I'm curious about that. I'm gonna go for yellow. Let's just loudly announce what I'm going for so you can all really see how much I fail at it in a moment here. Yay! No, let's just continue. I'll just go for reds now. It's not worth using them on the first one. No! I'm just slightly late, aren't I? Alright, let's redraw. Okay. I just don't have it down, I guess. Alright. Let's just try not to pick blue then. Maybe that'll help. Alright. The liquid remains unchanged. That might have been a few too many mushrooms, perhaps, says the alchemist, looking at the orange mixture through his thick spectacles. He frowns. No, this just won't do. The elixir is spoiled. The alchemist turns his notes and starts scribbling strange symbols on the page. Whatever could be the cause, he continues. Yes, definitely too much mushrooms. Or not enough feathers? So I got 2 mushrooms and a beetle. Yeah, so I think... yeah. You probably want all 3 different symbols. I don't know what I got last time. I just know that I got all 3 different colors, didn't I? Which was bad, I think. You probably want all 3 different ingredients, but of the same color, maybe. The alchemist continues to mutter himself to himself. You decide to leave him to his work and continue on your journey. Return to the Mulberry. Nope, I gotta do the mission. The road to Goblin Town. They say the road to Goblin Town is paved with gold and dead mice. It's very specific. Horace, son of the village idiot, has lured you to this forest cave with the promise of hidden treasure. You regret everything. Just through here, he points into the dark cavern. I saw a goblin hurrying to that hole not a moment ago. Goblin Town is in there, I'm sure of it. Wow. These old challenges from the first game. I haven't seen any of these yet, have I? They used to be like the labyrinth. There's a chest over there, but it's open. Does that mean there's nothing in it? Can I sneak past this safely? Yeah. +2. Oh, food. Okay. That's gold. So these all have the elements inside them. Not the elements, the resource types. How do I get a higher angle? I want... Zoom, yeah, pan the camera out. Oh man, this is the first time I've had control of the camera in a hand of... what are you doing? No! My first time having control over the camera in a Hand of Fate game, and it's terrible. It's really... Why? Stop going down! I want a high angle, but I want to look over there. So you kind of just can't. Oh, weird. No! What are you doing? Fine. You kind of have to give up. They gave you control, right? Stick as camera, but it's not... It's hard to articulate just how wrong it is, but you don't have the control that you should have. It kind of just wanders up and down, independent of where you're pointing it. 5 gold, no reason to go through there. Ow. There we go. I've got gold. I've got food. Good times had by all, but mostly me. Oh, you look like a nightmare. How is this gonna work? Ow. That's kind of what I thought. Yeah, like, your character can't move that fast, can he? Wait, can I roll? What? Oh, that's not the roll button, my bad. What the hell? I have a kick? Oh, that's weird. I've never seen him do that before. Okay, yeah, I meant to do a roll, my bad. I'll heal it off. None of the mess-ups cost me any resources, I don't think. So I'm fine. You gain 2 fame. Horace is crestfallen when you tell him the Goblin Town wasn't down there. You didn't find the Goblin either. Probably used their wily magics. I'll tell you what, if you manage to get your hands on a Goblin, they might lead you there.
Well done.
Why were there so many traps if it wasn't leading anywhere? Huh. You travel to Shipwreck Port by wagon. You ride in relative silence until Ballard then turns to you and asks quite seriously, "What do you think of the boss?" Tell him you're proud to be working under such a great man. Ballard smiles when he hears your answer. Ballard trusts you a little more. At the port, you're approached by a pirate bearing a load of stolen lamps. Ballard gives him a sack of gold, presumably payment. The unusually pale pirate shakes his head. No. He pulls out a rusty bucket with a sword. I want blood. There's 3 life pain cards. Yay. 10 health. 15 health. 5 health. That's not too bad. We lost 30. I'll heal it off. Ballard trusts you a little more. You retrieve the crates of stolen lamps and pile them onto the wagon before setting off. When you arrive at the drop-off point, Borden is seized with sudden emotion. I'm sorry I asked to give you blood. I'm a terrible person, aren't I? Tell him he's quite the terrible person. Attempt to comfort him. Oh my god. Forgot that this was a thing that happens
Do
here
not
of all
move too
places.
quickly, for haste breeds only failure.
Borden trusts you a little more. Borden wrings his hands as if he would very much like to leave. What do you think of Father Galfrey? The boss always makes sure we get our cut. Can't ask for any better, really, in a good guild of scoundrels, that is. What's your favorite food? Oh, blackberry tart, or maybe apple tart. Borden begins to sweat, seemingly from the pressure of the question. Why is he so off put by that family? Borden perks up a little. Yes, I have a beautiful wife. It's difficult to see here, as I travel on jobs so often. New clue about the wife. Ask about his past. I was a farmer before this. And then he's done. Bid goodbye. You gain 2 fame. So I got a clue at the very least. Which is the main reason I'm trying to go for. I don't know, I haven't like gone through for like a complete guide or anything, so I don't know like what weird secrets there might be waiting somewhere. Or what arbitrary rules you might have to go through to do this. So I'm just gonna give it a shot. Again. It's just him doing his work, yeah. I hope the job with Borden was fruitful today. You are not dead with a knife in your back, so I presume yes. We can go through our clues if we want to. Talk about your goblin problem. Goblins from our guild, he scratches his chin on annoyance. Their loyalty to the guild is tenuous at best. Here, take this. Thieves' folly. Now they can't steal my stuff. A funny bunch, goblins. Oh no. They totally did do that, didn't they? That goblin took, Yep, that goblin took my sword that I am trying to use against thieves for the objective. That's twice in a row now I've gotten a weapon specifically for the purpose of trying to get the token on it, and then it gets stolen from my character before I get to actually use it for that purpose. Great. That does make the exquisite blade my best weapon right now. Kind of. I mean, I can use whatever I want now if I'm not being forced to use one for that bonus, since apparently I'm not even getting it. Damn it. Let's go with Rowena. Rowena has been tasked with kidnapping the child of Lady Fielding as they journey to the capital. You note the meeting point in your map and retire for the night.
Although you clearly dabbled with gods to arrive here, you do not need them. You have your own strengths.
Let's learn something. We got the shrine. Your quest brings you to a remote shrine high in the mountains. It is revered among the few local peasants for its remarkable healing properties. You kneel before the shrine and beseech the gods to take pity on you. 11. Is that 2 dice? 3 dice, okay. I couldn't see the last one. There we go, first roll. Sunshine appears through a break in the clouds to bathe you in radiant glow. 10 max life, 5 max life. That's a good one to bring on the strength mission.
A home for artifacts, rare and fabulous. Also a cave of treachery and deceit.
That screenshot, not screenshot, that drawing definitely looks like the HQ, like mayor's office or whatever from Fables / Wolf Among Us. Cave of Wonders. This hidden oasis was once the home of a great magician, Merrick explains. His secrets are said to be lost, but I am sure they can be found. Your reward cannot be much further. The flickering light of your torch reveals rows of magical treasures as you enter the secret vault of a long-dead magician. This chamber is rumored to hold items of great power, Merrick explains. The ancient relics and ornaments shimmer quietly under layers of dust. Take your pick. Uh-oh. Ooh, no! No! That's terrible. A 17 target on a 3 dice roll is terrible. No, don't re-roll the 6. That 6 is fantastic. Yeah, that's what I expected. And I got no party member to help either. You select a golden coin that appears to have your face on it. As you stare at the image, you feel your will draining away until you manage to avert your gaze and throw the coin into a dark corner. Ow. But only a few are real, Merrick admits, sensing your anger. The rest are traps for burglars, said to explode or worse without a warning. Don't worry, this means one less trapped item. Oh, every time a trapped item hurts you, the dice target drops. It makes sense, technically, to be fair. I wish I had that ring now with the +2. Ah. A room of magical trinkets is silent as you make your decision. Oh, 15. It's too lower. Wow! Astronomically terrible roll. Congrats. Am I gonna kill myself in this run? You select a silver-framed mirror. Your reflection smiles wickedly before leaping out and attacking you. After a brief exchange, you land a single blow, causing the apparition to vanish. I'm technically still kind of healthy. None of the other objects appear to have been disturbed by the effect of the spell. You have successfully identified another one of the trapped items. 13. That's what I rolled the first time. Oh, that's pretty good. Come on. How do you... Wow, really? I rolled the same number. Twice. You select a leather-bound book and hesitantly open it. Tentacles reach for you from the pages as you frantically throw it aside. That's not so bad. Oh! I accidentally skipped the last dialogue option. Ah. That is the age-old thing where I press A to make the card go away and then realize that that's not what I'm actually supposed to do. Too late. The item you selected glows with inner power as you pick it up. Hero's Call. It is more beautiful than I ever imagined. Merrick grabs it hastily from you. This item will finally allow me to sway the guild. I'm sorry, my friend, he says as he puts the artifact in his cloak. You are a great pupil, and you've played your part. But now, you are only a loose end. You've been ambushed. At the end of this grand experience, we find that we then just have to face off against Merrick himself. This may not end well for him. I've got a bubble that shields me from damage sometimes. So this is a way of getting an artifact if you have good dice rolls. That's not a terrible thing to have available to you. The city breeds quick hands and hard hearts. In fact, most of Merrick's cards I like as having in my deck.
By sea and sun, fate is vain.
Ow. Messed that one up. Ow. Come on and jam! Oh, that wasn't the end. So much for my slow-mo takedown. It seems I underestimated you. From the first day you caught me back in the city bazaar, I should have known you'd best me in the end. The young thief winces as he pushes the artifact towards you. Take it. It is yours. It'd be more dramatic if it was a platinum special mega card. But like, it's just a regular ass trinket from my normal deck. So it's like, this whole quest line's leading up to like this grand confrontation over an item I've totally had before.
A moment of history and a cloud of death.
Maybe I haven't had it before. I thought it was the damage multiplier horn, but I think it's a different horn. Area damage. Summon 3 volleys of arrows in an area. When activated, each volley causes 35 damage. That's pretty good. That's pretty great to have. Oh, 3 volleys of arrows that do 35 damage each for 5 uses. The 3 volleys of arrows don't count as the 3 uses. That's 15 volleys of arrows overall. That's actually a really nice item, yeah. Better than my anti-corrupted vial, which doesn't matter. The gates to the vault begin to close, and you make a hasty exit.